Hello, this is Mr. Cyan King, and today I have a slightly different video, and in this video I'm going to be giving a review of what I think of the new Call of Duty. Now, the new Call of Duty is in beta format, so everything in this video is subject to change as well as my review, because some things that I might complain about, they might fix, they might not fix, so on and so forth. In the beginning, I am showing off some of the attachments of the guns, as well as the perks and everything like that, so we kind of get a more of a feel of it, how everything works in the whatchamacallit. And about 7 minutes in, it's going to go over the actual gameplay of the game. Uh, but my review is actually going to go, is about to start very shortly. I just want to go over, I have some key points I want to go over, and then I'm going to break them down in order. Um, so we're going to go over weapons, perks, kill streaks, maps, field charges, equipments. So the weapon system so far is the most advanced out of all the Call of Duties. There's so much customization in the game, and the fact that some attachments do carry over to the different versions of the gun is awesome. I did enjoy this when I was using the Lockman 5.56, which you have to equip a shotgun as your primary, and then after being max level in the beta, which is level 16, and then throw an overkill because at level 16 you unlock the Lockman 5.56. Then it becomes your secondary weapon, which is pretty cool. I don't have any gameplay of the MP5 yet. I didn't save any of it yesterday, but it is in my stream. Probably about 2.5 hours in of my stream at twitch.tv/Mystic Cyan King. I got a lot of MP5 gameplay where I absolutely slap with it, which is pretty cool. I was able to bring three. Anyways, I was able to bring three attachments over to the gun, or the sub version of the gun, once I unlocked it, which the Lockman 5.56 when it hits level 18 unlocks the sub variation. I think it's the coolest thing Call of Duty has done because it feels like you're making progress on a gun more than before, where it's like, well, gotta unlock all these attachments of the gun before I get really good with it. Or like in Cold War, oh, I gotta hit max level before I unlock the best slot that reduces flinch as well as your quick draw on the gun. So it was kind of a grind on the weapons, where I went and played zombies with all the weapons first, got Dark Ether, then I moved to the multiplayer, and multiplayer was so much more fun for me at that point because I had everything unlocked for most of the weapons. I had a variety of guns to use, where this one I feel like they're trying to fix that, which is really good. I do like that. Now, my only gripe that I am going to complain about this game right now, and again, keep in mind this is in beta, is there's no stats on a gun when you swap out the class. It's just the bar goes up or down, red or green. I don't really care too much for that. I like to see the actual numbers because I'm more of a numbers guy, and I like to do that. I love my research. Cold War, like I said, Cold War you can do that, but again, this is beta. As far as the weapons go, you want to kind of use the weapon based on how you're going to play, to the point where, what's what I'm
On the
looking for?
MP5, like the MP5 is like completely locked. Like what
You
the
want
heck?
to use the gun where it's strength at. So if you're clearing a room, you want either a shotgun or an SMG. If you're
No.
going for a range, you want to use an assault rifle with range and stability versus
Okay.
quickness during those long range engagements, because you will lose many fights if you try to challenge someone across with an SMG. Where before you could do it like on previous Call of Duties, I can just pick up my MP5 or my PPSH and I can challenge something from across the map because the fire rate was so high. This one, it doesn't work like that. You want to use a marksman rifle, a battle rifle, or an assault rifle for those medium to long range engagements, which I really do enjoy with the weapons. I love how they introduced the weapons in this game. I cannot really go over it enough. Um, now we're going to move on to the perk system now.
Oh wow.
Um, I think the perk system is basically perfect. They have designed it in a way for every player to be able to use perks based on their playstyle, to the point that the more OP perks are sitting next to the other perks that actually make you think, should I use this or should I use this? Like Ghost or Bird's Eye or Survivor, for example. Now, you'll never see me use Survivor on this channel unless there's a challenge for it to unlock a special weapon or something. Other than that, or if I have to use it to get like a Dark Matter or Dark Ether,
David
whatever the camo
Office.
grind is, I will
Hey.
probably never use Survivor. Now, if I do end up going completionist on the multiplayer, that's another thing. I don't know, because God of War Ragnarok comes out, then I got Harry Potter, and then I also have Forspoken coming out. So I don't really know, but that's off topic. That's neither here nor there.
Skip this
I'm not
part.
going to use Survivor. It's not something I'm going to be using in the perk system. Bird's Eye is phenomenal. I enjoy that, but at the same time, I think when it comes to, I guess I can go with kill streaks when it comes to that point. The ability to block out UAVs or shoot them down, that'll probably be something I'll run just for me to use Bird's Eye, because I love Bird's Eye so much. It shows the direction of the enemy players where they're moving. So it's like a UAV becomes an advanced UAV that only refreshes at the same rate as the UAV, which is nice. Or I could run Ghost theoretically, but however, I mean, there's just so much. Do I use this or do I use this with perks? There's just so many different. The options for perks is so laid out perfectly that I can't complain about it. I would like to have seen a specialist bonus for the perks, just because I like that more than kill streaks. But again, this is beta. We should see what happens in the main game. We don't have access to everything. We'll see what happens. But I don't know if they could put specialists in this because of how overpowered some of the perks are compared to other perks. Like, they really make you think. Do I want to run in your perk 2 slot? Do you want to run quick fix, cold blooded? And quick fix is pretty nice because every time you get a kill over in the next 2 seconds, you're healed, which is pretty much a stim. So it's like replacing the stim. Now you don't have to run a stim. Now you have another thing to throw an electrical shock or something else instead of a stim, another support for your L1 with like smoke, stun, tear gas, something like that, or flashbang. There's a lot you can run, and it's just so awesome how they balance out the perk system with your attachments, with your field charges. Like, everything just synergizes so well. So next up is going to be the kill streaks themselves. I love how overpowered they are. From what I have seen so far, the UAV refresh rate is nice. The kill box for arrow kill streaks are overpowered to the point where it's healthy. If I kill an enemy team enough times to earn a higher kill streak, like an AC-130 or Chopper Gunner, I should feel rewarded for that with something overpowered that's going to get me some kills, because what's the point of me getting that high of a kill streak to get a kill streak that's underpowered or underperforming? That's just not cool. I feel like they did that right with this one. I have seen some Chopper Gunner. I joined a game late where a guy was in a Chopper Gunner, did not realize he was in a Chopper Gunner. I thought the match was just starting, but then when I died as soon as I spawned, I was like, oh, this game already started. Which is fine. I don't mind jumping into a game that's late. This is a beta. I want to experience every aspect of this game. So it was really cool because I got to see the gameplay. Now, it seemed pretty balanced. It wasn't overpowered like Ricochet bullets from 2009 Modern Warfare 2, but it was still very quick to kill. And I loved how quick everything is in this game to kill. I have yet to see the Juggernaut gameplay, but based on the 2019 COD, it should be a fun challenge. Once you earn it, it's going to be a lot of fun. I also love the ability to change from kill streaks to score streaks for those who are more objective based. However, I've noticed that the score streaks reset on deaths, so that's kind of I don't know if that's a beta bug or if that's a real thing that's going to go live. I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Again, this is beta. Everything is subject to change. I would like to also be able to earn my... this is now we're going into the part where I was talking about to earn the kill streaks. I would like to earn the kill streaks twice in the same life. Like, if I want to run support like UAV, counter UAV, advanced UAV, I want to be able to go all the way up to advanced UAV and then have it reset and come back to UAV, counter UAV, advanced UAV. I think that should be something that should be maybe attached to a hardline perk or something like that, or one of the perks that you have to re-earn your kill streaks, but not your kill streaks. It has to be support kill streaks. I want to be able to have it to where it's not kill streaks, it's only the support streaks, so that it kind of puts more of a support on the team, if you will.
There's a guy upstairs.
Next up, we're going to go over the maps. Now, the maps are going to be... I love how the maps are. There's so much more in these maps that make this game so much more realistic than other Call of Duties before it. The team has spent a lot of time creating areas that gunfights happen in, and it's insane how detailed they have made it. There's a lot more head glitches, there's a lot more cover. Then there's areas that just have no cover because it's meant to be close range, get in your face, SMG shotgun, boom, 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 to quickly clear it out and move on to the next area. And the maps keep you engaged in each area to where you can do a quick, clean gunfight really quickly and move on to the next. And that's what's super awesome about the time to kill in this game. Like, it all just flows so good together. Like, Dead Silence is one of the field charges that I'm going to go over next. And for the field charge, you have to know when to activate your field charge and when not to. Like your field charge for Dead Silence, so to speak. You want to be able to activate that real quick, run into a building, clear it out without them hearing you, and get out and move on to the next area. Like, it's very, very skillful in how they have everything. I just absolutely love how they're doing it with the maps. So, let's see, where am I in here? It's pure. These maps feel alive compared to other Call of Duties where either too much is going on in one place and it's pure chaos, whereas this one tones it to just enough where you can kind of keep an eye on several different paths through a room and maintain control. You got small maps, medium maps, and large maps, and I've never been a fan of large maps due to how massive the maps are. I'm typically a rusher, and I've never really been a big fan of large maps because of, you know, my short range guns or high fire rate, because I'm an SMG guy. Usually, I can't really challenge many people. Some maps where it's smaller, or in some, if you hug the areas where the smaller parts of the map are with those type of guns, you'll have no issue, which is super cool. I love that. Large maps favor the long range weapons, so keep in mind you want to have a long range and a short range weapon at all times on your person. So you don't want to be outperformed by something like that, and you figure out which one you're going to use the most during the match and which areas you focus on in the match. Next up is field charges. Field charges and equipments play a very huge role this year in Call of Duty, whereas before they seemed underwhelming at times as versus what we have now. Like before, you'd either run, like on Winnie's Black Ops Cold War, for example, you would run field mic and jammer and munitions box, and that's really all you saw. You didn't really see much else because Ninja was a perk, and that wasn't really fun. Attack insertion, you can plant yourself quicker into the field, position yourself kind of nice in the map, especially if you're playing on objective-based mode where the spawns don't move as much. You can kind of get halfway across the map versus having to run all the way through it, maybe get killed by a guy who's in your spawn. So there's a few. I do love how the field charges are in this map as far as that goes. So the field charges are going to be more based on gameplay style, whether you want to support your team, run solo, or straight clear a building. The choice is there, and you need to think more on how your gameplay style is going to be before choosing a loadout, because your role on your team is vital on a lot of matches that can win or lose games. I've already talked about Ninja clearing buildings. A deployable cover can also be placed on a choke point to help your team hold a position or hold a flag. You also have things like munitions box, so your team can swap scavenger for another perk in a loadout. So let's say you have 2 people running munitions box, you'll hopefully always have a munitions box out, so that way your team can swap scavenger out for something else that might benefit you guys more on your team. Or you can run smoke to help your team advance into a room. The team-based gameplay that this game has now is amazing, and you should find a party of 6 that you constantly play with, so you can always just straight play teams. Like here, you just saw me exit that gunfight because I knew I wasn't in range to actually fight that guy. So knowing your map and your gun is going to play a more key role on how you perform, how well you're going to do in this game. So to wrap this video, I do want to say that I absolutely enjoy the gameplay that I have from this beta so far. I've played, I think, about 6 hours of it. I have gameplay where I shred like this one. I have gameplays where I go completely negative, where I'm like 6 kills, 18, 22 deaths. Like, I just learning everything in this game. What balance, what is what? Like, do I push with an assault rifle? Do I push with an SMG? Learning all this stuff, I have died a lot. I don't even know what my overall KD is. I don't think you can check. It's a beta. It's not gonna matter. Once a live game comes, you'll know more. But just keep in mind that every single gun that you use and every single area you're going to enter, you need to think about before you engage, because you never know who's hiding behind that corner, because right now it's a camper's paradise. No one's really gunning right now because no one really knows the maps. That being said, for the maps, the perks, and the weapons, it all plays a very pivotal part in an ecosystem you guys have created. You're going to have different perks with different classes based on the style of map that is being played, whether that's a large map versus a small map. The time to kill in this game is so fast that the synergy between everything is going to be insane. Having overkill as a perk to carry an assault rifle, battle rifle as a primary, and a shotgun / SMG to clear out those buildings is going to be pivotal to getting those high-end kill streaks to absolutely decimate your lobby. I have seen one gameplay where this guy was basically holding Bravo to get a 30 kill streak. Now the nuke isn't in the game yet because the game just came out. I doubt they're going to put it in the beta. The nuke, that's probably going to come out with a live game, but his gameplay is very slow, and he's kind of being more of a sentinel. I'm not going to refer to as camper as a negative way to look at it. This guy is a sentinel. He is holding that position because he doesn't want his team, because Bravo is a very pivotal part of that map. You want to hold that so your team can win. The days of campers, Dark Corner McDougal's, don't worry about it. You need to figure out your playstyle, whether that's being a sentinel, a rusher, or a stalker. That is the purpose of all the perks and all the weapons in the game, and that is how you're going to consistently stay good at this game, is figuring out which one you are and which gameplay style you're going to play and stick to it. Now, you can always be one of the guys who are balanced, and you can do different types of game styles, but don't get mad at someone's camping. They're being a sentinel, and that's what this game was designed for. Sentinel, rusher, and stalker. I'm probably going to go more of a balance thing, where I'm going to be stalking a little bit more than I am going to be rushing, because this game, I have team deathmatch, search and destroy, and every time that I try to rush, I do get clapped by sentinels. So those are like my brick walls I keep encountering. But to lay it out, I would say this game is a solid, probably 8.59 out of 10 in my book. In terms of multiplayer, the realism of the game and everything like that. I love the gameplay. I love the time to kill. It's exactly what I wanted from Modern Warfare 2. They brought that back in the overpoweredness of the games. But if you do like my videos, please leave a comment on your opinion of this, as well as cast a spell on the like button if you did enjoy my content, and leave the portal open again if you want to subscribe. This is Mystic Cyan King. Have a great day.
All right.